Creating a visually appealing and engaging end screen is one of the most important aspects of posting a video on YouTube. It can be the difference as to whether your viewers will go on to watch further videos from you or not. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how you can create a visually striking end screen that also stays on brand for you as a creator. But if you're new to this channel, my name is Kaylee and I'm a beauty and fashion photographer based near Sydney, Australia. But I'm also a content creator and I started this channel a few years ago to talk about all things business, social media, freelancing, and content creation. And as I mentioned, I'll be showing you how you can create an engaging end screen through Picsart, who also happen to be today's video sponsor, but a little bit more on them later. So as I said before, end screens on YouTube are really important for directing your viewers to your other videos. And I think it's always good to have something that really stays on brand for you as a creator too. Making sure that you're choosing colors, text, other elements in your end screen that really encompass your brand as a creator is really important. And it can be the difference between whether something looks professional and eye-catching or not. So we're going to dive straight into this tutorial now, so let's get into it. Okay, so we're now on the Picsart interface and I'm going to be showing you how you can create an engaging end screen. So I think the main factor to really figure out before you even start is to realize what your YouTube branding should be about. What colors you like, what elements you want to add in, what style you want this end screen to be, and kind of follow it through with the other branding elements on your YouTube channel if you can. I always find that that really helps to create more of a professional effect, and I just think it looks nicer overall. So we're gonna get started straight away, and one of the ways that you can go and search for some templates for specifically YouTube end screens is just by going over to YouTube here on the home screen, and then navigating down to YouTube end screen, this one here. And then automatically we've got our dimensions sorted and we have our template ready to go. So here is where you can create your own YouTube end screen template from scratch. We're not going to be doing that today because there's heaps of templates that you can use on Picsart to actually just quickly make an end screen and do this in a relatively short amount of time and still having it look good, which we all love. So navigating over here onto the left-hand side of the screen, you can see that we do have a number of templates for end screens. So some of the ones that have automatically popped up here, I'm just going to go and cycle through some of them. So this one's really nice. This one actually suits my aesthetic pretty well, which is vanilla and neutral. I love neutrals, and a lot of that kind of follows through in a lot of my branding for both my photography business actually and for this particular YouTube channel. So I really like the style of this one, but there's so many on here that you can go through. So I'll just continue going through some of them here. So many different templates, and you can really add in whatever you want. You can add in some of your socials into these templates as well. You don't have to be limited to just having, you know, your watch next or thank you for watching or subscribe button. You can actually put your socials in down the bottom as well, which I think is a great idea. And so as I mentioned, there's quite a few templates here, and it's really just down to the colors that you like, the style that you like, where everything's placed. It's totally up to you. Now, personally, I really like the placing of this one here. So even though the first one I said was really like more my style, I'm actually going to be going a little bit more outside of the box here and sort of testing out a different branding style that is a little bit different to my own, because I've already got an end screen that's been made. So I want to go a little bit out there with this one and actually try something different, just to kind of get a little bit more creative and show you what is possible. So let's just stick with this particular template for now, and then we can always change some of the elements. So I like the placement of this template, but I don't love the font, and I think we can change the background to be a little bit cooler as well. So let's go down to background first, and we'll get the right background as kind of a good setting just first off. So making sure that the background is selected here, we can then go in and choose a different pattern. So just really depends again on what you kind of like, what's your style, what you kind of feel works with your branding. I love pastels. I'm a sucker for pastels, even though I'm such a neutral person and I do love my neutrals. I love seeing pastels and pretty colors mixed in. So I think maybe we'll just keep having a look at some of the backgrounds here. So these are kind of cool. Even these pastel colors. Oh, see, this is kind of more down what I was just saying. I love these kind of like pastel dreamscape kind of things. I feel like it's very much coming in these days into style again. It reminds me of that like time frame back in like the early 2000s. I feel like it was very much an aesthetic then, you know, with Neopets and so many online like kids websites. There was this dolls platform as well that I always used to be on as a kid. Like, I just really love that kind of aesthetic, and I love that it's coming back. So I kind of like those ones, but I actually did see another one just like further up, and I'm kind of obsessed with these. This is like pixels or pixelated kind of styling, and I kind of love it. Oh my God, it's so cute. I actually really love these backgrounds a lot. And if you've kind of got that leeway with your branding as well, where you can be a little bit more out there, I love this so much. I love these colors. They've kind of got that pastel, vibrant sort of pastel but vibrant colors. And the mountain one here, oh my God, my fave. So I think I'm actually going to use one of these because I love these backgrounds, but I want to use one that obviously looks, you know, pretty stand out here. So I kind of love this one and I kind of love the mountain one, but I also kind of love this one. You know what? Let's just go with the mountain for now and we'll play around. So let's go with that particular background and we'll now change the font. So I'm going to keep thank you for watching in there, the same text, but I am going to change the actual font. So maybe if we go to something like a little bit different, but also kind of still has to be out there. Maybe if we go to like more of a pixelated font to kind of suit. See, that's kind of cute. Oh, I kind of love this. This looks like a video game. Okay, we're going this aesthetic at the moment. Let's do that and I'll use that. Although so many of these fonts are so cute. I think this one stands out a little bit more. Let me see if I can kind of add a stroke around it or something to kind of make it stand out even a little bit more. Maybe if we kind of choose a purple or pink. Just to do that. And I'm actually just going to copy and paste the font so I don't actually have to recreate that on the bottom one. I'll just change the text. So, for watching. Actually, I might even change the color just around that font to be more like the purple. So that's kind of cute. One thing I am going to add in as well is maybe just some elements for Instagram and just socials, because I think that that's a really good thing to add into this. So if I go over to stickers here and I can just search Instagram, and there we go. We can just pop one of these in, or I can pop this white one in as well, which is just a bit more. Not sure which one I like more. So let's also go and grab one for TikTok. I think that these two stand out a little bit more, so I'm not going to use the white one there. And then I might just copy and paste this font again, make it a little bit smaller. And then just put Kaylee_journeys. And that's the same handle for both. So I'm actually just gonna pop it once up here. And we might just even change the shadow on that just to make it again a little bit more easier to read. And I might even do that with these. Let's just see how the shadow looks. Yeah, we'll put a shadow on both of these. Now we can also add a shadow onto these elements. So that is going to give a drop shadow effect, which I think would be really effective for this. This is basically where your videos are going to be going. When you actually put this end screen into your video and then upload it to YouTube, you'll be able to choose where your videos are actually going, which will be over these blocks here. So you can kind of choose which direction and how far across. So we'll just kind of make it like that. So that's 9 and 20. So let's do that. And then we'll also do the same thing in the middle here. Oh, but you know what? I'm still not like 100% set on this font. It's my indecision just playing into this. So let's just try another couple just to see how they look. Oh, this is kind of cool. Okay, so I changed the font. I couldn't help myself. So I found a font that I'm a little bit more happy with, although I love all of these Pixel fonts. I feel like they can work in so many different ways. Let's also maybe add an animation here. So you can actually add it in here and you can sort of say flying from the right or from the top. I think we might go from the top actually. And even the bottom. And we're flying from bottom as well. So just so we've kind of got something a little bit interesting to work with there. And if we press the play button down the bottom, you'll see that that comes in and it looks like a bit of a video game screen. So I think that that's really cool. And let's have one last look at some of these backgrounds here because I just love these pixelated backgrounds. I kind of want to use all of them. Like, I love how this looks. You can kind of position the background a little bit more if you feel like it's not in the right spot. So cute. Even just like how the colors kind of look a little bit pixelated there. That's just really cute. Love this too. I think though, I'm pretty happy with how this looks. I think just keeping it really simplistic too, because the background is so busy. So we're gonna just do this for now. Now, what you can actually do as well with your end screens is that you can put some text above these elements here. And you can actually say my most recent video or one of your popular videos. You can put some text up here to communicate that. And this is obviously where your subscribe button is actually gonna be, which is your icon for YouTube. And as I mentioned, if you wanna add any more elements, you can go into the elements section here and there's lots of like little graphics and then your stickers are here. So for example, if you want to go to your stickers, you can have a look and see if there's anything in particular that you want for your end screen. I actually really love these. So there's a whole section here with retro socials, which I think is so cool. I actually love the arrows here and I'm actually going to grab that one because I feel like that's perfect for this. And I'm gonna maybe put it maybe just straight in the middle here. And you can also go back to your stickers here and search for subscribe. And if you want to also put a subscribe button, you can do that too. Oh my gosh, there's so many different little ones here. There's actually a pixelated one here, which I kind of love. But is it pixel overload? I don't really know. So maybe you could put something like that there. So if we actually go to play, you'll see that this is essentially what it looks like. I don't really love the subscribe button in this particular case, but you can absolutely have one for yourself if you feel that it suits it. But essentially this will be the subscribe button, which will just be right here. So I'm gonna have the cursor just kind of sitting over that. And now let's just quickly play this so you can see how it's all going to look. And it's really dynamic by having the little animation there too. So I think this is a really good way of creating your end screen. It was super easy to do. It's literally taken me no time at all. There are also some Halloween stickers available, which will look really cute for more of a seasonal end screen if you want to add that in. There's so many different stickers and elements that you can actually put into your end screen, which I think is a really cute touch if you like to be a little bit more seasonal with your branding. So you can actually head over there at the moment and put some of those design elements into your branding. So if you'd like to try out Picsart for free, make sure to click the link in the description box below and let me know what you think. But a big shout out again to Picsart for sponsoring this video. So now what I would usually do with this is I would go to export. And now depending on whether you've done an animation or whether it's going to just be a static JPEG, you can export it as a JPEG or an MP4 in this case. Now, so let's title this end screen new. We'll save it as an MP4 because it does have animation. And I'm going to save it as 4K. So you can also change the duration of your end screen in this instance. And I have 15 seconds there. I think that's pretty standard for an end screen. So we're going to keep it at 15 seconds for now. And that's how long it will actually appear in your timeline when you put it into your video editing software. And let's go download. And just to show you the quick process of how you would get this to appear on your YouTube channel, you would first have to drag it and drop it into your video editing software. So I've actually just exported it quickly as a JPEG just to show you as well how you can do this, regardless of whether it's an MP3 or JPEG. If you don't want the animation, just save it as a JPEG. So you can see here, if I just drag it and drop into my timeline, this is just one of my older videos, just to show you an example. And as a JPEG, you can actually extend the length of the end screen as long as you want it to be. But basically this is how it would appear. You can add in a different transition if you want into the end screen. So like for example, this one Here I'll just show you is like light rays, which is kind of cool. So if you press play,
and I'll see you in the next video,
you'll see that it actually just kind of transitions in a different way, but you can virtually use any kind of transition for that. And so once you've exported your video and actually imported it into YouTube, you can actually go into your YouTube studio, go into the content section and edit the video that you have uploaded. And then by going into the end screen button here, this is where you can actually move the elements around. So you can see here on the clip here that it transitions into the end screen. So you can change the time frame for when those elements are going to start showing up in front of the end screen. So it kind of lines up with when that appears. And then you can choose your most recent video and then another video that might be best for viewer, and also a subscribe button, which here is in the middle, just in the middle there. And if I move that over, you can see that it sits right in the middle of that element. So you can really move things around here and play around with your end screen as much as you want. And it really depends on the style and the aesthetic that you like. But that is essentially how you can create an end screen in Picsart. And I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial. I thought it might be good to do something like this because I've had a few of you asking me how to actually create an end screen and have that kind of branding for your channel. So this is basically how you can do it in a really easy and quick way. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, make sure you do because I'll be posting a lot more videos like this one in future. Let me know down in the comment section below if you've got a custom end screen and what kind of elements you have in yours. I'd love to hear from you. Also, let me know down in the comments if there's anything in particular you want to see on my channel in future because I'm always open to requests. But in the meantime, make sure to hit the notification bell to see more updates from my channel. And thank you so much as always for watching. I'll see you in the next video.